very good in the Champions League. Now, and Real Madrid signing on name, I'm 5-1 against Salzburg. In fact, before the game, I said Thomas Lecce say, on Real Madrid weakness. And so only team you can win weakness. So the goals were to be expected. In fact, credit to their first 30 minutes. Born now, they were really ready to prove something. But sometimes football, no difference, yeah, quality. And that is what Mari showed Enra against Salzburg. In fact, Carlo Ancelotti, for the first time in a long while, started the fearsome four, as I call them, in a starting lineup. Now, it was Rodrigo, Vinicius, Abrante and Diade, Kylian Mbappe, and Jude Bellingham. Game, no? And looking at this game, Omar Fedi Vavadi Ekobo too, make you room for possibly Arda Güler, but he opted for Luka Modric, who played exceptionally well. I understand a lot of decisions that the coach went in for. One, Luka Modric, because season was one, that will be his last, so he should enjoy certain games as much as he can, particularly when the coach feels say Mudaho and passes or try creativity, leadership. Maybe there was a certain ball in the second half at Chinimu. The one they train ni from you no lay pass no. Mbappe fabo ni and to me a chance. This is something Modric always bring on board. You see, there are players who are so like I say, pay attention to details. Je ball na ebi na Pedri say Obono. Je ball na every single pass. Or you adwene attach that. Ntwa pass keke. So ball pass na say bende. So deliver ball. Who say there is a reason attached to the delivery. Baku ye Lukita. And no being so na Arda Güler and so any touches, any movement, any decisions in terms of passing or diabano. And then or chile senior man sem or Real Madrid honum. Now put that aside. One decision was Dani Ceballos as the sixth. And again, the 60 minutes that Dani Ceballos played for Real Madrid, he showed some power. And sa balance na Ancelotti epeno. Among all the players I will use as a DM, no, the player that bring that natural balance is the unlikeliest player everybody thought in Dani Ceballos. And so an overwhelming performance before say and you see, Carlo Ancelotti started his changes from the 61st minute. This is something this is in from him because Eko ATF as then one so changes. Why? Because Madrid has been struggling this season. And he Machinem said the reason why man for complaining is Arda Güler, Hendrick, and all the other youngsters any opportunity to play more minutes. No? It is not because Carlo Ancelotti doesn't want them to play. But it is because the ideal plan say, with this depth, particularly to say the end of this starting, or starting games, or better 2, or better 3, it is a difference 2, difference 3. Yeah, or better be taking rest, Adam Kranaba, no more explore our game room because at that time so consider gab ni muso. And the when he was leading by 5, or the Yakubo Ramon Ebem for the first time we're making a debut for Real Madrid, and this is the Champions League. Obem no to say maturity near then akabebre. Because boy baby or taki free near there, but he gave him that opportunity. Again, Hendrick be boy, Arda Güler be boy, or all those your 5 changes. David Alaba came. Ukusi Zampa. Omobe muno team na yemre kaka. Mari considered, but still no was share enough goals in. And what everybody was talking about Enra was the front four on delivery Nrano. Again, Kylian Mbappe, Kofi, Ashe, go Nra, making it 4 consecutive games. Nina was goals. So gradually he is becoming that guy that every Madrid game you expect. So bet me Ashe go. Fenoton Chai. Enra was a history day, a record day for Vinicius. 100 goals. Again, Nediana 101. Mbappe goals and 19, 18. These are facts. Good. So, Vini got 100 goal, his centenary goal in Real Madrid colors. And after the game, Madrid, Fiorentino Perez presenting a 9 jersey. Why the second Brazilian after Ronaldo Nazario da Lima. This is another Brazilian. Rachel 100 goals for Real Madrid. Only 23 players. NISR record. No, so he is walking through in the footsteps of the great. And again, in the 8th goal in the Champions League, and no share, in those 2 goals, and why 22 assists already, so 50 goals contribution, and his performance, and again, the attitude, sa question, sa bono ko dive, and ne baby and the beard no dive ya day, Akwaji yellow card, so he will be missing the other game. Do you know why Carlo Ancelotti subbed Abrante and the other Rodrigo, Vinicius, Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe? Bellingham was subbed because we bought a lot of minutes. Once the year, Madrid games, player back free Bellingham, so he needed to rest. Okay, and particularly when he felt that discomfort, and so take a rest. But and after a scintillating display. 2 assists. In fact, so already the second assist of Bakili ball on the Rodrigo now. Assist was as beautiful as the goal and Rodrigo in movement. He didn't sub Abrante and the other Vini because the yellow card means that Obama start the breast game. And he also born as much as he can enjoy in this very game. And Rodrigo showed everybody how good he is once again. And you see, when you look at his smallish body shape, you always say, I cry any ability. Sometimes, the company at the he looks as the matter disrespecting the efforts. You may be thinking it's true. Because consistently, he is playing in an uncomfortable position. That is not his natural position. The right side. Or no, Mbappe, Vini, Obiape left. But he's the only player among these three about writer or my better performance. Entina Debiano or the mayor the day I cut the number 11 shutter about right. And the over left you could see that freedom, you could see that movement. In fact, at that time, Vini was struggling, Mbappe was struggling. He came to the left, scored a very beautiful goal. Game Sane. And Sana Woma Kenya Biashe, isn't it? So clearly, it was Rodrigo once again on display. He had his first 2 Champions League goals this season in this very game. So it was a game Madrid enjoyed so much and they played very well. Yanko Europa League nimka krebina afi yamfa code na emama.
Okay.
Kofi and Manchester United ejina kono omoda 7th with 12 points. Interestingly, team no amone na Glasgow Rangers from Omonchewa Scotland. At the 8th with 11 points. And the position was United the 7th, Rangers the 8th. Now, in terms of points, Man U were 12, Rangers were 11. Now, and then so Kovier, how many men? Almost about Old Trafford. Now, same Old Trafford. In the last 5 Manchester United games, Homa Lusu 4. United, in fact, Omotifie Lusu to Nottingham Forest 3-2. Omotinafie, Lusu to Bournemouth 3-0. United Tinafie Lusu to Newcastle 2-0. The only thing United show Ofie Southampton. So okay match no.
Yeah.
Good. And because Southampton played better. Okay. Omotinafie Nano the worst of it all. Lusu to Brighton by 3 goals. To 1. Okay. And they said a man can almost satisfy Old Trafford. And so share results now. Omodana in that Brighton game now. And my coach in the day before Becca said his side and they carry Manchester United team may be the worst United squad ever assembled in the 147 years history. Tells everybody they would need to respond in today's game.
Oh, okay.
Now look. Who United saw Europa League in him? Now, and then particularly the new Champions League format, 36 teams. And most of the teams now here relatively, I mean, among shared this run crowd, minimum bought Champions League, like Slovan Bratislava, you Naka Sebi, or cry in the Europa League. You expect United to say, they should be first or second.
Yes.
But as of now, United said America can add a 7th in the Europa League. And should they fail to win this game, they may be out of the automatic qualification zone, which is the top 8.
Top 8,
hoping for their last game. And then, so on one end, and then so they will have to run through the playoffs.
Oh,
and
okay.
See, United Nankas, and in recent times, this is a club we used to see in the Champions League. But Europa League now be almost standard. Because every season, I'm on football Champions League, United, you see them in the Europa League. And to them say Bruno Fernandes. And now Obe making the 50th appearance in the Europa League. Europa League in Kwan 50. Because Oba United not United in Kwan, but Oba United almost every season. Yeah, almost every season they are playing the Europa League. So it tells everybody, this is what is at stake our United FA. Now, should they fail to win this game, their last game will be against a team and the other FCSB.
Okay.
One-time Champions League winner. Romania. And it tells you, say they will need to do the most against Rangers in making sure, say, Umber winning this very game. The only good news going into this game, and it's on my last 3 Europa League matches, Man U are winning in And you see, Amorim has won 2 of them. And yenim. So Amorim 3, they are unbeaten in the Europa League though. But draws, the first 3 draws, Kofi and then so Yampa Andrew Onana because it looks as if say Andrew Onana no. Kofi Esel Koyed Nano Dienabia. Now say United bet me a lusu. Again, they are playing against Felipe Clemente's side, who believes he may not have the squad, the budget, and the depth of United. But they are coming with what we call team spirit. And that is what makes our team stronger facing any opponent. Amabo almost 7 matches. Only so many Tottenham ball draw. Omo winning OGC Nice were away 4-1. Omo Olympiacos ball 1-1. Almost share FCSB Steaua Bucharest 4-0. In fact, they lost to Lyon and Omo winning Malmo. And it's why they are not that weak. So United will have to be aware and they will have to be careful because only Victoria Pleasant Ebona will struggle. At the end of Chelsea against Glasgow Rangers. Rangers Obi Onimom, they are second in the Scottish table.
Mati.
And it's Omo careful. James Taverner, who have been highly consistent in the Europa League, always playing in Europe. Everything me have a United, but I think in this very game there, I might not predict for United, but we need to caution them to win because they have to. We need to caution them to win this game.
Mate,
because I'm winning at the end of it.
Yes, I say.
Mate, so United should win this very game.
You, Mate, any of our code no young queen, ni mo seja class C.
Ya bende.
3T and say.
Nyaye. Obe jaswa.
2B. 2B
1F7B.
1F7B. 2B 1F7B. Okay, yeah, that's it. Any sporting Europa games, home code and say Hussein Adiamana P. And the 2B 1F7B. And the Saturday say 2B 1F7B. And the what the kakra to it, Man City, can't be, and man for dear Yamasano. And